Okay, welcome back to Mark here, Kingsway, Cambridge, and another body hack tip for you, this time on the short game. So a lot of people seem to struggle periodically with their chipping, with their short game shots, and the key here is really to try and guarantee the low point. So you'll see there on that first shot that as I come through the impact area, I'm looking to see on this strike mark mat, where do I actually enter the mat, and do I swing a little bit more to the left, a little bit more to the right, or fairly straight through? So I want to go through a couple of things that I think are going to make a big difference to you guys in terms of your chipping and be more consistent. So one of the first things to recognize is that professionals obviously spend a lot of time on the course chipping. They spend a lot of time working physically in the gym, and they're very stable in the foot, very stable in the ankles, the lower body, the core. They're a lot stronger in this whole area than your average golf professional is. So they're going to find it naturally a lot easier to be able to come and strike down and create a low point control a little bit more than, let's say, a regular golfer might be able to do. But these little drills and these little body hacks are going to help you to be able to get the control and start to improve your short game and become more trustworthy for that. So I want to show you from a couple of angles. So the first angle, I'm going to turn towards the camera this way here. I want to show you what goes on here with the wrist angle position. So what we're actually trying to do is we're trying to angle down the wrists. We call them the pistols there, with the finger and the thumb, and we're trying to point those down to the end range. So you see there that that's pointed down to the end range. Now if I go ahead and I grip the club, I'm not going to go all the way down to end range, but I'm going to be thumbs down, pistols down a little bit. Okay, so that's the first thing. So what that will do is that I'll naturally get the toe of the club interacting a little bit more with the ground. So the enemy on this shot is very much when you hit the heel contacts, or the heel of the club digs in and then wraps the club. And we've all done it where you've got, let's say, a 10-yard chip shot, and then this happens, this wraps the club, and it goes 15, 20 yards away, and you've got no chance of getting you up and down from there. So this getting the ulnar deviation, the pistols down position, will do two things. First thing it will do is it will start to get the toe working through the grass and the ground a lot more, which is definitely what you want. Okay. Second thing is it's going to actually connect your tricep muscles here a lot more with your chest. So once we've got this position here and we've got the thumbs down, you'll notice that as I swing through, it's the bigger muscles, it's this whole area, this team if you like, that is actually turning through the shot. And the enemy's definitely, when we start to get wristy, we start to get yippy, we get disconnected, and those are some of the key things. So body hack number 6 for me with chipping is to get those pistols pointing down in this position. Try to get your shoulders as level as you can, so try not to have this shoulder too high. Okay, and then basically you're looking to just make sure you keep your mass, your weight, your center, if you like, forward. Okay, so being able to keep that forward, pistols down, and then from that position we should be able to guarantee low point, a little bit better turn, a bit better connection, start to be more consistent with your chipping. And definitely if you've got the yips or you struggle with anything like that in your game, this is definitely going to help you. Now if you've got one of these strike mats as well, the other thing to look at, as we said at the start of the video, is what's your swing direction. So if you're too much on the inside in chipping, that can become a problem, because the more inside we get, the more we tend to sort of bottom out and then launch upwards on the shot. So what a lot of the tour pros are doing is they're coming down and they're moving a little bit more to the left. So it might have like a 0 path, or maybe a -1 or -2 slightly to the left. So if you've got one of these little gadgets, these gizmos, that'll also help you to get your positioning, start to see whether or not you're swinging a little bit more out to in. So you can see there's a tendency, I tend to swing a little bit too much into out. So this is a great tool to actually help us to see immediately, okay, am I swinging a little bit more to the left? So that one would probably be around about 0 or maybe 1 degree out to it.